What's good, y'all? It's your boy Icon, and we're going over the Street Fighter V summer update this time. They showed us Akira footage. They showed us, like, you know, like her moveset, her projectiles, you know, like how she fights and everything. And right out the gate, like, as soon as I saw it, I kind of wasn't feeling it, because it reminds, like, her fighting style, because they said that they try to get her moveset and her fighting style as close to Rival Schools as possible. I never played Rival Schools, so I don't know anything about that. But it kind of reminded me of like Marvel vs. Capcom, with the whole thing where like she jumps like high up in the air and then she can hit you with like a 17-hit combo while she's in the air, and I never really subscribed to that stuff, so I already decided right out the gate like I'm not gonna play her. But it was actually cool to finally see her, you know, like in her true form and in her glory. It was funny because when they did the whole thing where they actually had Akira versus Akira just to show us like her fighting style, in the English version she comes on the scene and then she's just like, "Oh, forgive me if I hurt you," and I'm like, bitch, ain't nobody afraid of you. Because she doesn't look intimidating. Like, she has like short arms, like she's a close range character. You know, despite the fact that she does have certain projectiles, she's a close range character, and she does have to get close up in order to do certain moves. I'm also not a fan of the fact that she uses her brother a lot to do all the stuff, because, you know, she uses her brother for her V-Trigger 2. For her V-Trigger 1, she also uses her brother in her finisher, and then when it comes to things like that, I'm just like, well, you need help in order to win now. So it's like, now you kind of remind me of Armika, so I'm definitely not gonna, I mean, when she comes out, like, we'll do the story mode, we'll do a little bit of gameplay, but she's definitely not a character that I'm actually gonna pick up, like legitimately, like, going forward. You know, I guess, like, you know, my brother, he told me that he was gonna pick her up, so I guess when she does come out, you know, we'll maybe do like a best of 5, like where it's like Akira versus Sakura. Akira does have her own stage, which looks like the Under the Bridge stage from Street Fighter 4, but they said it was like the Rival School stage, so they're gonna give her that as well. They also showed us some gameplay between her and Oro. They showed us some moves between her and Oro, and they revealed that both characters are actually gonna come out together on August 16th. They showed us the costume list for both of them. I don't know why Akira has 37 costumes right out the gate, but that's what she has. Oro has about 3. So that'll be cool. So then we can do like, I can do like a double video where I'll do an Oro video and then I'll do an Akira video before, you know, then we'll just do gameplay. We're both going back and forth, you know, like I said, so everybody can see how the two of them plays. So I am looking forward to that, although I'm not really particularly happy about either character, because I was never a fan of either character to begin with. And then towards the end, they gave us footage of the final character. You know, the final character to conclude Street Fighter V, the final character for this particular season, and it's some random white guy named Luke. And that right there is exactly where they lost me. And I was very disappointed, like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I was disappointed because this was Capcom's chance to actually incorporate some diversity. You know, the character, he's an MMA fighter. You know, he could have been black. You know, he could have been African American. He could have been from Africa. Like, he could have been any race. He could have been Thai. He could have been, you know, like some sort of multi-race. But it just seems like every single time they come up with a character, their default is always to go with some random blonde white person. And I'm like, how many blonde white people do we need in this game? So that right out the gate, although his move style was appealing to me, the character model is just disappointing. Like, there are 50 million ways that they could have gone with it. I mean, like, we could have had DJ, we could have had Dudley, you know what I'm saying? But and then it's like, he reminds me of Ed and Alex, you know? So it's like those are 3 white blonde characters that basically have the same, you know, like Street Fighter, like street fighting, like MMA, you know, like fighting style. So it's just like that. Like I said, that showed, for all the good that was in this entire update, like, the bad is just like really bad. But he doesn't come out until August, so I guess when August comes again, you know, we'll still do the story mode when he comes out. But like I said, I'm just like, I'm not even mad at the character itself. It's just like, it's nothing against the character itself. I'm just disappointed in Capcom because they could have went in a completely different direction with it. They chose not to go in that direction. One thing that I thought that was really cool, they are doing like a new Street Fighter like music track, where they did say that they were going to remix all of the old songs, you know, for like all the character songs. So I'm looking forward to that because I'm a huge fan of all the music for, you know, for that as well. And it's definitely something I'm going to download as soon as it comes out, so I'll definitely be on the lookout for that, as well as like other cool content, you know, outside of the whole thing with like Luke and everybody. So that was it. Thank you for tuning in. Let me know your thoughts below. Like, let me know what you think about the new characters. Let me know what you thought about Luke. You know, do you feel where I'm coming from as far as the diversity thing is concerned? Are you a little disappointed about that? Do you not care about that? Do you like all 3 of these characters? Because these are the last 3 characters that we got. You know, like after that, this is it. So let's share your thoughts below. And like I said, we'll have a conversation and we'll talk about it. Check me out on Twitter Check me out on Instagram as always. Got some new stuff coming up in the pipeline. We got our reviews for DC TV coming up once DC TV returns. We got Suicide Squad coming out this Friday, and we'll review that as well. So thanks for tuning in, guys. So until next time, with some more Street Fighter V action, take care, and I'm out this bitch!